Hey, whatever you want to start, we'll start. We rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, you been rolling?
Well, no, I just.
X, Y, and Z is what you need to handle. If you say you want to do this thing, if you say you want to be a photographer, if you say you want to direct, if you say you want to be a filmmaker, be an editor, all these different things gotta come together in a way that I'm constantly trying to get better and constantly learning. If that means getting a book on filmmaking, if that means like watching an interview from like, Ron Coogler, if that means that I've learned that it takes like the extra effect of really wanting to get better. You're not just gonna wake up and be better at whatever craft you choose. And I was able to learn that after undergrad. Like in my undergrad, I wasn't a college kid. I was out with my friends. I was shooting photos here and there, but I was in other orgs. I liked eating food, so I was trying to go get good food spots. Um, you know, it was just different things going on. I didn't really like push myself to really focus and lock in on this thing that I said that I wanted to do. But I had a great time undergrad, and I wish we had rewind buttons. I would go back, and there'd be a lot of things I would change actually, but and one of those aspects would be like being more hungry. I feel like I just felt like, oh, I got a camera, like yeah, it's nice, like yeah, I can go shoot photos tomorrow or like this weekend. Like I didn't make time for it, like I should have. So if I would go back in time, I would change those aspects of myself, and I would be more actionable about the things I said that I wanted to aspire towards, to actually be that, like to literally walk in that each and every day. Um, but my undergrad experience was great. It brought me here, so I think everything happens in sequence it's supposed to. I think all the puzzle pieces are supposed to fall in together at some point. Like things just happen for that reason, and I'm grateful for my experience in Claflin. Go Panthers! And yeah,
Another like question I just have now, like,
uh-huh.
what was different about like the landscape or just filming, like coming from Virginia and then coming to California?
Yeah, yeah. So the major difference is like I didn't know anybody in California. When I was in Virginia, and even when I was in South Carolina, I knew people there because I was going to school in both those places, or I had family in Virginia is where my family is. So I had people to actually like shoot with, like whether it's my brother, whether it's my mother, like whether it's my best friend, like they were just willing to be my subjects. They were willing to be like my model or my actor for a sketch. Like, 'cause at times doing like sketches and like little shorts and stuff like that. So a lot of times, like when I was like, even when I was shooting like little short films, I would cast my friends. Like I didn't have, big time uh, talent, big time actors or actresses. I just found the people that was as invested in the project as I was. And they were like, yeah, I can stand in, or I can be an extra, or yeah, you want to take this picture? We can go here. I got some time. So I was, I'm thankful for those people just giving me their time to allow me to shoot, allow me to experiment, allow me to work on my gift. Um, but then I came to California. I didn't know too many people out here. Like I know a few people when I came out here. Well, I knew a few people when I came out here, but I just didn't really like. I really didn't have a clientele yet. So that was the difference. Like in Virginia, South Carolina, I was getting paid for like photo shoots, video shoots, editing jobs because I knew people and I built a rapport with those people already. Like people saw my work, word of mouth, like things like that. Like I already had that set. And I was just growing. I just again fumbled the bag in terms of the discipline of me working on myself. Um, but when I came to California, I didn't have any clientele, didn't have any real, I don't want to say fan base, but I didn't have any real real support in terms of people who knew what I had. I didn't have a following, that's the word. I didn't have a following here. So I had to find a way to create that. So I started to try to get the ball running. I've been working with like different organizations here at Irvine. I have friends here, like I have a big friend group community base here now. So to the point where I could be like, hey, like I want you to act in this thing, or hey, like I just want to do some photos about this little water feature. Would you want to stand in as the model? Because at the end of the day, that could be like my friend may need some new photos. Like they may have an outfit that they really want to show off, put on IG or something. They give me photo credits, all that kind of stuff. Cool. Or no photo credits, it's fine. But like I'm working on my craft. That's the big thing. It's not really about the credit right now. So like I want people to know like, oh, I do photography, I do direct, I do write, I do video shoots, I do like editing things like that. I do all that. But like for me to say that means nothing. It has to. Other people gotta say that to other people, or like the work has to be shown. Like I gotta show you, hey, here's my YouTube page, boom, 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 boom. Here's my IG, here's my digital portfolio. Like here, look at my stuff. Let's work together. It has to be that, because the landscape of our industry anyway is very visual and it's very much like who you know, as they always say, which is very true. Because the right person might get you in the right room. Like you might speak to somebody or take pictures of somebody do really well. They tell their friends, or they show their friends. They show somebody know somebody. Now you got a big time, opportunity with name your favorite whoever, right? So I think that was a big difference. Like I had just a following in Virginia and South Carolina. And when I came here to the West Coast, I had to build that, and I'm still trying to build that. But it takes time, and I realized that I was used to like again getting paid for gigs. When I came here and I realized I didn't have the clientele base, I started to I just swallow some pride and be like, I want to do this thing. So not that I'm starting over, but I'm starting from ground, not zero, but I'll say ground 1.5, to where I can't be, my ego can't be that much to where I need to always get paid for something. At least for now, it's like the gigs I do now is like it's free. The only thing I'm spending is my time, which is the most valuable aspect we have. But it's like I'm putting in the work again because for a while I was dormant. For a while I didn't edit stuff, I didn't take pictures, I didn't do videos because I was working on other stuff, life, all these other things going on. And then for me to get back into it, I realized it's kind of like riding a bike. It's like you gonna fall a couple times, like you gonna, might lose your balance. You might forget how to pedal some days, but it's like that continued like discipline. Of, okay, get up every day to work on it. If it's not an hour every day, okay, let's start small. 20 minutes. Let me look at a video about framing. 20 minutes tomorrow. Let me look at how to make this editing effect happen. For 20 minutes, let me do this, and then it's just a matter of like actually putting that stuff into practice. Because it means nothing to watch a video or read a book or get somebody's advice and not put action towards it. Like nothing's gonna happen for you. So it's a matter of like learning new things and just going out here and trying things. And that means failing. That means getting little W's too. So that's the main thing I had to think about was I essentially have to like I don't want to say start over. I essentially have to start over in terms of relearning my community here, finding my community here. That's one, and then B, just being open to actually just doing opportunities, so I can keep building these skills and like build a portfolio on the West Coast. And soon it'll be like, oh, like people are hiring me for gigs versus just calling me and say, hey, can you do this? It's like, oh, like I'm gonna pay you for this. Um, and the goal is not to be like the riches off this. Like the goal is to just be really creative. The goal is to just make some impactful, meaningful work. The money's gonna come with that. Like that's cool. But my main shit is never like, oh, I'm gonna be a millionaire off this thing. Like right now, I'm getting all the money in the world. Nah, it's like the passion and the purpose behind it push me more than any other money aspect. Money's important. We need money, but it's like I'm gonna do opportunity because I feel like it ties with the brand of my company. It ties with the brand of me as a person, like my morals and values, and it's just a beautiful piece of art. Like that's what drives all this. So none of that ever changed, but it's just the actual geographical space changed. But these things happen, and it's just a matter of basically, like I said, get back to the flow of things. So that's been the most uh, the most challenging thing since